it caught it or not, but
It did not.
yeah, it did not.
We didn't even catch it.
You look
Yeah,
frustrated and eye rolling.
Yeah. You were like,
thought you
what's the
froze.
name? And then it was gone.
I was literally about. I had just said that he doesn't have like I'm not coming up with another new name of a boat, but it's not Ubtau's Way, which is I'm figuring what you guys are looking for,
Yes.
Yeah,
We,
that's what we're
we,
hoping for.
but it was not.
We've one left, yeah?
I think we have one left, if I'm not mistaken.
So, guys, hear me out. If we want to capitalize on this and get the most use out of it, we ask him if the other people next to him
Are all
are from
shipmates.
his because then we can just hit the next one and the next one and the next one and
But
so
do
on.
the
Does it
dead
work
talk
on the
to
same
each
person
other?
twice? No, but who cares?
I mean, who
can-
knows? I'm curious.
I mean, the dead might care. I mean, and Sahiri might care if she feels like
Yeah,
you're abusing
sorry,
them.
that was a little insensitive.
Not sure if they're not did not die. They don't know who they're buried with potentially. They know up until death. So
Oh,
anything past that is new knowledge, and this is not me talking to the spirit. This is me talking to not the spirit. It kind of like a book. You can't. The book's not gonna. Most books aren't going to add on. So this was your life.
Most? Never mind, that's a question for another day.
I'm sure there are books in Candlekeep that continue to go on with knowledge. It seems like a very Candlekeepy thing.
Just
I mean,
looks like
if you've got
garbage.
no more questions, maybe excuse me, maybe ask him his name so that we might be able to notify next of kin.
Yeah.
And make some
Maybe.
sort
I mean,
of
hey, it's just a
headstone
suggestion.
or-
Why? Ooh, I just got a cold breeze up my back.
That eye roll. That eye roll.
I just got a cold breeze up my back. Did I just squirt?
You
my
don't
back?
have to
That's
tell
right.
us an actual name. Just be like, he supplied you with a name and his family lives here. Like,
Sahiri, just ask him if they were transporting anything of value.
okay, were you transporting anything of value?
or who
Yes.
stabbed him.
Right, so there's treasure on the island. Problem solved.
Probably in that hidden door that Murray's been staring at.
Yeah, just making sure it's not going anywhere.
So it seems like there might be a potential history of shipwrecks or hostile ship takeovers.
I
do we
mean-
want to warn Captain Legs that they should be on guard for additional piracy?
Every night,
I
I
mean-
feel
Or
like Legs is
additional-
always waiting for pirates, right?
I
I'll-
feel like Legs is more waiting for sharks.
I'll be honest with
fair.
you. I'm gonna let him know, but it'd make his fucking week.
I mean, it would just
I-
be nice to have a ship to boat back to, because it would be a very long walk or dinghy row back to Port Nyanzaru.
Yikes.
Eh.
Do you think they have a teleportation circle?
I mean, rich people probably, yeah, but
Problem solved then.
Don't you need the wouldn't you need the sigil?
Yeah, that's what sending is for, which is garbage.
yeah, we could try to teleport back into Candlekeep again. That'll go well.
Shut up, Murray.
That hurt.
Yeah, so did your joke.
Going to... Are we done with any of these bodies? Because I'll just do some rites. and-
Yes.
Okay.
Garvin's
Unless
just
you
gonna
want
assist Sahiri.
to cast it again just to find out what we're in for, who stabbed them, Just to make sure we know. But that's up to you. Does it work on the same person twice?
That's...
Adrian doesn't fucking know this.
So here we
Gentle
go.
Repose is a ritual. Cool. I'm going to start doing Gentle Repose on people too.
Oh, keep them from going. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah,
we
we're
bury them
dealing
or
with
burn them?
undead and stuff. Kind of.
It can be cast again, but it has to be 10 days later.
Ooh.
So
So Sahiri, how do you want to handle this, man? You just want to like cover them back up, or do you want to like individualize them?
Do you want to burn it?
I mean, that guy's flopped over that guy. That's kind of gross. So we'll fix that.
I
but, like,
really, I mean, at this point, it's more of a release the spirit fully than worry
oh,
about.
okay.
I mean,
Because I could turn
the-
it into a badger, and I could dig a hell of a hole.
the bodies will return eventually, all of it, to the earth. But I just want to prevent them from becoming the undead.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, I'm all about that. Cool.
Just tell me what
I'm
to
gonna
do.
I'm gonna unflop one skeleton off the other just to kind of. That's rude. And then I'll start doing gentle repose.
Okay, so you're gonna just take
I'll
your
start
time,
one
gentle
side.
repose. What are you doing when you finish that? Are you burying them? Or are you leaving them be? Or are you?
I'm gonna
Well,
seed them
I
with
mean-
some of my spores, just cause fungus got to eat too.
And definitely bury. I mean, do a semblance of a more proper burial. I mean, not take
Okay.
the time to bury 20 different individuals, but at least put a marker.
I mean,
do
I
some
can just
rites, okay.
mold earth.
While
Instead of
all
digging.
this is while she's doing the kind of her letting the rites to pass them on. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Help.
Okay, so everybody's kind of helping to do that. Okay, so after
I'm still watching the door.
it takes you
Once
a
I'm done.
while, but eventually you repose everybody,
Yeah,
bury them back up.
Coco's
order-
good. Take a look at the door.
Okay. So it looks like there's some sort of door here, but there's no release, there's no latch, there's no nothing. It's literally these seams, so to speak, around the edges.
Push. Murray said push. Well, Murray's tree said push.
I mean, it's a big, heavy rock. I mean, I'll push it. Let's just to make sure we want to do this.
Okay, you saw those corpses. You want to tell me that people around that size are going to plan something that only you could push? I don't think so. That doesn't make sense. If I was going to hide
No,
a crap load of
it-
loot, I would do it in a way that
no,
I could get to. And I'm
It's
weak.
just, do we want to go messing around and potentially have to go and slaughter an entire cave full of dwarves or elves or
Undead.
dinosaurs that with little top hats and a monocle? Like, I just,
No, we tame those.
yeah, but
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
but,
hey,
I mean-
hey, we tame
What?
those.
they have a hat and a monocle. They're sentient. We don't tame them. They're nice. You have a chat with them, but then they might be mad. Like, do we want to start a fight? Because people who go this distance to hide something probably don't want people just walking into their house.
No, we don't.
I mean, look, I'm for looting, just like anyone else. It's just I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Do we knock? Is that what you're suggesting?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean,
like,
clearly,
once
if there
we-
was somebody on the other side, they heard us by now. Just push the thing open, Murray.
Push the wall. Push the wall. Push the wall. Push
I mean,
the
who am I not
wall.
to bend? Who
Push
am I not to
the
bend
wall.
to peer pressure? I mean, hey, why not? This is gonna go great. I'm gonna stand next to
No,
the
but
door.
we're gonna do it anyway.
How much taller am I than the door?
The door itself goes higher than you, and it's actually
shit.
wider. So it's a decent sized door. It's
Oh.
probably a 10 by 10.
Okay. Oh,
It's
nice.
probably to let dinosaurs in and out. Push the door.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of lean up against it, and like with my arms flat up against it, like, hello. If anyone can hear me, we're coming in. We're friendly. We're not gonna bite. Okay, I'm gonna try
I
now.
might.
And then, okay, so I'm gonna try to figure this out. Now, is this a swivelly spinny situation? Is it fuck it? And then I'm gonna right in the middle, and I'm gonna shove as hard as I can.
All right, give me an athletics check.
There's those two words I was looking for.
Give you the what now?
Athletics.
Athletics. Athlete. I'm
Adrian is just waiting
athleting.
for fuck it.
8. And I'm a big dude. That's sad.
And you got the Goliath carry strength thing too, counting as a bigger size.
So
Size isn't everything.
you push, and you for whatever reason your hands just can't seem to grip onto the door, and you kind of
Oh.
just almost face plant into it, and it just doesn't seem to budge. You feel it give a little bit, but not. It doesn't push all the way.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. All right, big man. Move over.
I haven't been to the gym in a while.
I want to try.
I think I pulled something. I'm gonna go stand over here and lean like an old man. Ugh. I'm gonna start doing my like plyometrics and stretches and shit, touching my toes. Ugh. Grunting and grunting like an old man the whole time.
So, because the group is only going to know about this above table, I am going to burn my Tides of Chaos to get advantage on this.
Okay.
You're not casting a spell, so
Not
not
now.
yet.
So, a 10. Does a 10 succeed?
So you see Adrian walk up to the door, push with all of his might, and the door slides back slowly. And then you hear it go clunk as it seems to fall into some sort of like little slide, and it actually slides back into the wall itself on its own.
I just turn and make direct eye contact with Murray, and
it was literally
Coco
a
golf
10.
clap.
thank you, Coco. Thank you.
Excuse me. Dust in the air.
It's dark in here, right?
Yes.
Dim-
So
Oh,
as the door
shit.
opens, you see there's no light at all. It doesn't look like anything. It's a
I'm just
long
gonna go.
corridor that goes. For those of you with dark vision, it literally goes straight back your entire distance, and then it's just you can't see. It's dark.
Cool. Totally not a death trap. Anybody else second guessing themselves yet?
I'm sure it'll be
I'm
just fine. Here,
I'm seeing a lot of no's, so we're gonna keep going, I guess.
Garvin just takes a a gold coin, casts light on it, and chucks it down the hallway.
Okay. So you chuck it down the hallway. The light spreads, and you see this is long. It's just it looks chiseled out into this mountain, straight back, and eventually it starts to go down.
I'll produce flame. Hold the fire. There you go. I got a torch.
I mean, he could
It
just
could be
cast
weird
light.
that my hand is the torch.
He could just
I mean, he
cast
could.
light on a ball bearing, and then I could use Mage Hand to just walk it ahead of us a decent ways. But yeah, fire is good.
Or you could also see, because I could throw this at people.
Yeah, no, that's why I said fire is good.
Yeah. Did I just volunteer to take point?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you
Shit.
did, Murray.
Okay. All right, everybody. The safe word is "oh shit." If you hear that,
That's a terrible safe word.
something bad's about to happen. Or "ow, I've been shot." Or "hey, that doesn't look right." Just roll with it. It's fine. Don't worry. Once you go spelunking with old Murray,
You never want
Most
to
of
go
'em come back
spelunking
alive.
again. I know, but
well, I mean, you don't let me take point. That's for sure. I get gassy.
So,
So yeah, I'm just gonna start walking down the hall, the thing with my fire hand. Okay.
as you walk up close, you finally notice that there's on the ground. There's a gold coin that's got light on it, that's spreading light throughout the
Ooh.
cavern.
Hey, pass this down the line to Garvin.
it makes it to me and stops.
I leave the light spell on it then.
Okay.
Who is the thief? I don't know. Whose ass is lit up?
Well, I mean, if he has to throw his, I'm gonna mate.
No, you're fine. You can have it.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
just the only thing Garvin knew he had on hand that worked.
Yeah.
All right. So as
Good
you guys
carving.
kind of continue on down, you see
We have
The-
torches.
the large area. Eventually, it continues going down, and it's not a steep slope, so it's not really terrible. But you'd say you go another 100 feet, and then it starts to even out. But you probably think you've gone about 50 feet down after all that time of walking.
While we're going, like I'm looking at the walls. Like, are there any signs of any holders, like for torch holders?
Yeah, there
or
were
any
definitely
Okay.
sconces that held torches, but they don't seem to be there right now.
Are there any
Okay,
writings or
cool.
pictograms on the wall of any kind? Like paintings,
No,
scrolls, nothing.
nothing like that.
Sag.
So it looks a lot like a mine. It's a big shaft carving going down. Okay.
This is the Murray kind of anthropology, not the Cartman kind of anthropology.
Yeah, some cool shit.
Or Adrian, excuse me.
Dude, I'm kind of mumbling like as we're going, like, oh, hey, if this is a mine, then they probably use dinos as beasts of burden. Oh man, that's so cool. That explains the size of this. So technically, you'd have to have enough room for them to cross each other, so it's not like a triceratops or anything. Or if it is, they're
Garvin-
young.
Garvin casts protection from evil and good on himself while we're walking. Just, feels
Just
like a good
because.
idea.
So
Last 10 minutes, so he's concentrating on that.
eventually the area opens up, and this is a large open area. You see scaffolding in spots. You see these catwalks that kind of go across in this upper areas that you can't seem to be able to reach from the base area, but it looks like it leads into almost look like a giant warehouse underground. You see broken boxes. You see a couple of other doors. One on the second level that's goes from one of the catwalks. You see another one that kind of heads off to the further west. But it's not as big. It's a smaller entranceway that kind of goes out. But this area is rather large. Looks like this was definitely an operation of some sort.
And I'm gonna like pop a squat, and I'm just gonna hold my hand up and go, "Hey guys, quiet. I'm gonna turn this out. Look for any spots of light or listen for any sound. And I'm gonna snuff out produce flame. I have no dark vision. I can't see shit, so I'm relying on everyone else. But I'm listening really hard to hear any kind of noise.
I'm also going to take the chance to cast see invisibility.
Okay.
So Adrian's eyes are now glowing just a little.
Garvin's gonna start sneaking around looking for things. He's got a protection spell on himself. He's feeling confident.
Okay.
He doesn't make any footstep sounds, so he's
So-
being quiet for Murray.
Yeah, as you're kind of looking around, you notice there's a lot of broken boxes. So whatever seemed to have been here, this might have been cleared out, but it doesn't look like anybody's been here, like any humans have been here at all. There's no tracks in the ground. It's a little dusty, but it looks like, and there's cobwebs and things going over the boxes and some of the cracks in the boxes. It just looks like nothing has been here for a while.
Garvin's looking for another secret passage then, or some other room tied to this that might this might be a fake, oh, it's already been looted, but the real loot's actually hiding back here. Type of, like booby trap type of setup, right? So he's just looking around, just seeing if anything's left, seeing if anything was missed. I guess he'll investigate at that point.
Sure. I mean, you found things. You look around and you find these boxes of rations, but they've gone bad. You find some small supplies like extra torches, some tools, pickaxes, shovels, things like that. That looks like it wasn't as important and was kind of left behind.
When you're done.
But really, nothing seems to be of value in this room.
So, I want to. I mean, at this point, we've looked around and we haven't seen anything shiny or glowy in the dark room. So I'm gonna, put my hand on Murray's shoulder as I walk past, so that he knows that it's me, and walk over to where Garvin is and try to determine the make of these tools, because cultures have different ways and different styles of making tools, and you know, like everything is gonna look unique to a certain degree, and that's like my whole thing.
I'm gonna reflame on so that I can see. We're not running and we're not dying, so I can use light again.
Yeah, and like different peoples will have different types of rations and things like that. I just want to know, like, what kind of people are we looking at having been here?
They're pretty generic. They're definitely you. It looks like they were you find different types of design. So you see some mix of things like dwarven, you see some elven, you see some what you consider to be Chultan tools. It's definitely a conglomeration of different things. Nothing.
Okay, but not
nothing
everything
specific.
is local.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to examine the walls of the excavated part to see any signs of any kind of minerals or whatever. Like if I get an idea like what this mine was, if there's any shiny, or if it's like coal or.
Go ahead and give me an investigation
Lick
check
random
or a
spots.
nature check or.
Definitely. Ooh, wait, which one's better? Ooh, yeah, nature. I mean, it is nature. I'm like licking the rock and what do you taste like?
And you
Oh,
lick the
18.
science.
I
Well,
lick the science. That's how you
if the
do
cave
science.
didn't want to kill us before, now that Murray's licked it.
So
I said thank you.
this is all all the stone in this. It looks roughly the same. It looks like it's limestone, and it's not look like it was anything mined. This is all look like it was just. This was storage.
Excavated.
This was built for storage more than anything, not as a mining operation.
Limestone really regulates humidity, so it would make really sense to make this a storage. Yeah, okay. Okay, so my tongue's a little slimy. That's limestone. So this is basically like a warehouse or storage or something?
For things like stolen art and other goods.
Well, I mean, it's humidity controlled, right? So, food, dried goods, stolen stuff, dead bodies.
Paintings.
Okay, that too.
Paintings need careful humidity. Never mind.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man.
They're also very expensive, is what I'm thinking.
I mean, thieves are thieves. They're not geniuses, right?
No, but it
you
doesn't.
think about stealing and selling. You don't think of, how to maintain a Rembrandt. Like you don't know about the humidity or.
But if you know what you're selling, you do.
You mentioned rations that
Yep.
were old. Are they like as old as the dead bodies old, or like newer than the dead bodies old? Like, are we talking like, you know what I mean, like rotted to a core, or is this something that's like, within the last year spoiled?
Yeah, it's definitely. It looks older, so give me.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an intelligence check. I don't think there's a good skill that fits with that I could think
Yeah,
of.
I think insight is the closest, but it feels more intelligent.
And I
That'd
mean,
be an
18's
18.
Yeah, an 18's fine. Yeah, you'd say if anything, they probably went bad around maybe just a little time after of the age of the bodies that were there. So this might all have some sort of relation.
Yeah.
So, do we think that a crew was hired to transport some goods and then killed when they arrived with said goods so that no one would know about it?
Quite possibly. I mean, look, the rations here are about as old as the bodies upstairs.
Gross. Wouldn't want to eat that.
Couldn't it just be a smuggler's hold that one of the
Yeah.
two ships? I mean, not necessarily a setup. Just hey, we saw your ship. We decided to take your stuff in piracy fashion.
It sounds like
Good old
like
normal.
that dead guy was raided, right? So I mean, it makes sense that
All we know
you
is
gotta
he
have
was
a place
stabbed.
to put some of the stuff.
And that could
Oh, no.
potentially be the issue with Ooptow's Way. That
Oh.
They're
Wait, he
just
wasn't.
raving.
He wasn't betrayed.
Well,
Didn't we go on that?
See, I'd be more
then it
inclined to
wasn't my
believe
idea. Never
this was
mind.
a storage hold for the pirates that were pirating
Yeah.
ships around this island.
yeah.
You mean the ones that we murdered?
There's probably dozens of them along the cliffs here. I mean, if I were a pirate, I'd have hidey holes all over the place.
Well, there's probably more
way
than
you-
one pirate too. I mean, Port
Well,
Nyanzaru
yeah.
does have a reputation that there are areas that are less savory.
I also
Yep.
noticed that there's on the map there's a waterway and a river. I mean, is river piracy a thing? Because that'd be interesting. I don't want to go up the river. I'm just saying that right now.
I think river piracy would be even more lucrative, wouldn't it? Because like every ship that goes past, it's not hard to stop them.
Be a
So
good
as you
place
guys
for
are
a pirate
talking there,
camp,
give me
actually.
what's everybody's passive perception?
18.
I should know this in the.
14.
What is my PP? 15.
I probably have it on here.
You're PP.
My PP.
Okay, no, it doesn't.
18 PP. 14 PP.
Okay, and I'm sure Coco's is probably pretty high too, because you're a rogue.
Garvin doesn't have crappy passive perception anymore. Sorry.
It's true.
Although you
Yeah.
are the like low end of the average right now.
I know. I am the low end of the average, but
So, Coco,
It's
what's your
still good,
passive?
though.
A perception?
Yeah, passive perception.
15.
Okay, so
I
all right.
am.
So,
Perceptive one.
Adrian, as you guys are talking, you hear it sounds it's the sounds of of heavy movement of something coming from the passageway to that's from the west.
I make direct eye contact with everybody, hopefully, and just
Flame out.
Garvin goes invis because it's dim light.
I'm going to feel my way to a wall because I was an idiot and I turned the fire out first. So I'm just start feeling around, find a wall.
Yeah,
gonna
make friends
Coco's
with it.
going to attempt to find somewhere to hide.
All right, so go ahead and give me stealth checks, please, for anybody who's hiding.
Ooh, tap the staff. Pass it without a trace.
awesome.
Yeah.
So 27.
It's a nervous tick from Murray at this point because it's free.
If pass without a trace
Gives
is if Coco's close enough, that makes my check 40.
Yeah,
Okay.
with my stealth, I want to go over to Murray and angle him toward the source of the noise in case things pop off, so he's already looking the right way.
Okay.
Just help
And,
him
like,
out.
you can see in the
Help him
dark,
out
so,
just
my
a little
eyes are
bit.
super wide, and I have my staff over my head like this, like I'm
Yeah.
I'm holding. I'm like, trigger me, bitch. Let's go.
And you just feel the hands and like the thumbs do the like, hey buddy, it's just me. And then I turn you a little bit.
Okay,
Back
so-
you a little bit.
As you guys kind of hide in different spots, coming out of the tunnel to the west, you see two large creatures come pouring out of the hole. They have each of them have 8 legs, but they look like they're made of stone.
Ah, shit.
What do you guys do?
This is what I was afraid of. Nothing yet.
I don't have a picture I'd show you. They don't have it. They have a generic picture, so.
I mean, 8.
But they're large, and they're moving around. Looks like a patrol of some sort.
I've read lots of books. I want to roll a nature check, see what the fuck this thing is. Can I do that?
You could try.
Okay. I'm probably not going to do well. 11.
You're not sure because they don't look natural.
Oh.
I'm invis. Speaking telekinetically, that's not going to break my invis. I tried to use Kama to speak into one of the creature's minds. What are you doing? Just to see if I get a response, and to see if it acts confused or responds, like if there's a reaction from it.
Nope, nothing.
Okay. I then use telekinesis to speak to my brother. Brother, it didn't respond telekinetically. It doesn't understand speech. Well, not telekinetically, telepathically. Jesus, use the right terms.
We inferred from context.
Yeah,
Okay. So
I've had
what
a
do
long
you,
day.
what are you
got the
guys
wrong
doing? These things
dominate.
are starting to slowly move around the room.
I mean,
I
I'm gonna
can't see.
message
Did
to.
you load up Dominate Plant?
I'm gonna message to Garvin. Do I do the thing then?
Do the thing, of course. What do you think I
Okay.
meant? Well, you're just gonna sit
Awesome.
there and let him walk around the room.
Yeah, at this point, I'm already casting something.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I want you guys to roll for initiative. You guys will surprise them, so you will get a round of surprise. So
Okay.
Come on, not shit. Oh my god, Murray actually rolled that crap.
Wow.
So you said these things look like they're made of stone?
they look like stone. Yep.
Fuck. What do I even do to that?
Okay, so
Do I have that yet?
as far as initiative order, Coco, you're up first.
My problem is that I don't think Coco knows what's happening. So, uh, I'm gonna hold I think I'm gonna hold an attack. Coco would be holding an attack action anyway, because giant monsters, giant stone monsters. Oh no, giant eight-legged thing creatures. Gah. But she's not going to. As far as she knows, she's hidden. Everyone else is hidden, and she doesn't know if the rest of the party is planning on just letting these two things carry on. So it's hold an attack action until party members do something.
Okay, what action are you holding?
It's
Like-
she's gonna well actually, well, how far are they from her?
Right now they're about 50 feet away. This is a large room you guys came in. You guys are coming in from the south. They were coming in from the west.
She would see them, right? By this point with her 15 passive?
Yeah, everybody has now. You guys would have seen them come, which is why they, especially as you hid. The passive was to hear them. You guys have definitely seen them now that they've made their way in.
Okay, so
20 ears, man. They help.
So Coco's going to take her movement and bonus action dash and try and get alongside, because her movement is 40 feet.
Okay.
So so movement bonus action to get within striking distance and hold a rapier attack.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so Murray, you're now up.
Okay, right. I don't want to give away my position and I don't know what's happening or what's going on, so I'm just going to stand there with my eyes wide open and not see anything and just hold my staff over my head and just if I feel something rub up against my leg, they're getting flacked.
Okay. All right, so then that surprise Sahiri. By the way, if you guys didn't long rest, you guys should have long rest. I see some missing hit
I
points
did.
and stuff.
I can't see them, right?
Do you have dark vision?
No.
You're a
Do I?
You're a
Tiefling.
tiefling.
Oh, I am. I do have dark vision,
So,
so I
yes,
can see
you
them.
can.
Sorry, which character? Who's this? I don't even know anymore.
New sheet, who dis?
All right. So, I mean, I guess might as well go for it, right? They're creepy. Yes.
Yes, they're a large, eight-legged. They
Okay,
look like
So
giant
the one
stone
that is
spiders from
closest
what you can see.
to me, I would really very much like it to make a wisdom save against Toll the Dead.
Bang bong.
Fails.
Okay. That takes 12 points of necrotic.
Ouchie. Wouchie.
Okay.
It's Toll the Dead. I know the Toll the Dead is a you hear the bell tolling, but is it obvious which of the two things takes damage?
Yeah, you because you can see this large one recoil. So for sake of purposes, this is number B, letter B is going to be the one that's
Okay.
you're
In
next
which
to
case,
A.
in which case, Coco will take her held attack
Okay,
on
so
it.
you're gonna
Now
hit
that
A.
now that the party
So
has committed to fighting,
and
this is
because
the
you were hidden and it didn't have its attack at the time, you do have advantage. So your sneak attack will apply.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go killing.
how do I is there a way to like toggle advantage on
Right
this, or
click
do
on
I
it.
just
So
roll
if you right
twice?
click it,
Yeah, just right click and it should give you the option.
I keep not doing it, which is my fault.
I've done it too.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely hit.
Alrighty.
Stabby, stabbity.
28 is absolutely.
All right, so that's 8 piercing. Plus.
And
I
now is
don't.
the part on the show where we do math.
Yes. Now we do all of the maths. That's the fire damage.
Yep.
You and
And
me both.
sneak attack.
Okay.
Yay.
And with your weapon, it does look like everything seems to go through without a problem. So
Yay! No fire
you
resistance.
you stab this thing with your fire rapier as it just barrels right into its body, and you can see it recoil. All right, so that
or you
was
can probably see a little bit better now. Just whoosh,
Oh, I just see a
flames.
flash of.
yeah, you
and
see
then
a flame.
a crazy parakeet with her face lit up with a burning sword, like yeah.
All right, so B
Like a
has its
lightsaber, only
reaction
scarier.
back. All right, Adrin,
man,
you're now up.
Okay, all right. Time to help out the homie who doesn't have the specialize. Let's hit the area with. How close together are these weird things? These spooters?
How close together are they? They're right next to each other.
Perfect. I am going to. Is there any of my friends in that area before I say what I'm about to say?
Coco is to the right of the far right one, so she came around the side, but she's the only one there.
And they're like what?
They're large.
5 by 5, 10 by 10?
They're large creatures, so yeah, they're 10 by 10.
Perfect. I'm gonna center a storm sphere on the left one so that it doesn't hit Coco. It hits both of them, and it provides a small amount of light because it's a roiling storm with lightning inside of it.
Okay.
I know I have to roll the thing. Hold on. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't. Yeah, you have to roll the table. Yeah, you're not.
Well,
rolling.
I mean,
Evan.
unless you're making him. I mean, he's like that's what he's
Which-
asking. Are you making me roll the thing?
Which I am. Yes. Just give me one second. I
Okay.
gotta bring that up. I gotta find it first.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bring up my rules. So roll me a D20
7.
I'm just saying, Jimmy, my tree needs a new ficus.
and then a
I'm just saying.
D100.
Got you, homie. It's about to be me. That took a
Like
really
me
long time to settle. 56. Feathery beard. Cast grease.
All right, so
What do we got?
you gain a first level spell slot.
Ah, shit.
However,
Just permanent. Oh,
This is
Uh,
it's the only
I
one we
need
have.
you to. How many cantrips do you have?
uh-oh. 6,
Roll me a d6.
Oh no.
Oh,
2.
geez,
Whatever the second cantrip is on your list, you've now forgotten it.
No.
But
I
you
mean,
do
at
get
least it was it. Infestation is the best option of them to lose.
So
That's
wait,
fine.
it's a permanent
Um,
first level slot, but
you
he lost a
permanently
cantrip
gain
slot?
you
Oh,
permanently gain
no.
one first level spell slot, but forget one cantrip that you already know.
a first level slot? That's like Christmas here, man. Yeah,
Take that one.
fuck that thing. Also,
He's
there's
like,
a storm
"Oh, that
sphere
cantrip
now.
sucks."
Holy shit. Yeah, I was
It's
waiting to
gone.
swap that one out.
Good.
Now you
Good.
can't.
I don't need to. It's fine. It's all
Sweet.
good. That's
You got lucky on your
fucking
roll.
insane. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, there's some fun ones on there. That's why I like this chart. All right.
I'm gonna have to somehow figure out how to add that extra slot. But
Yeah, we'll
Storm
figure this
Sphere.
out.
Ah!
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I just hit the
It's
wrong
also
button.
like right in front of you, Murray, and I'm like right next to you, so this is everything is popping off around you all at once, and it's probably horrifying.
Hold
Yep.
on.
Well, not horrifying. It's
Although I'm the only one who
A
can
lot.
see Garvin. At
Thank
least,
God
so
this they made it so you could save your progress on an encounter because I accidentally closed the browser window, and if I didn't start the whole thing over again, it was like, all right, yeah, Adrian, go ahead and give me your
they need to save. Actually, I think it's a strength save.
yes, strength save. What's your DC?
17.
Okay.
Almost
Uh,
legal.
The first one saves.
Boo.
The second one fails.
You know what? I'm feeling frisky. Let's bend luck on that first one. Minus 1d4. I don't know the number.
Oh, because I'm not rolling it to you guys.
Yeah.
You
I
are
know it
bending luck on
usually
it,
works.
and it's a
Yeah.
2D,
I mean, usually
2d4.
usually the knowledge check works the other way, but
Yeah,
whatever.
it's 2d4, right? Or 1d4.
1d4. 2d4.
I
Hello?
it still saves. So the first one saves, second one fails.
Rip, I tried. Okay. So they take
It was a 23, so
Okay. They take 7 bludgeoning damage.
so the one that failed takes the 7 bludgeoning. The other one takes half.
Correct. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or that ends its turn, there must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. So it doesn't take the.
Correct. Doesn't take the
Okay,
half.
gotcha.
But this is a concentration spell, so I'm going to maintain it so that we have visual on things for
Okay.
big guy Smacky over here.
All right. Anything else?
Oh shit, I guess I do have like a bunch of action economy. Nah.
Oh, let me change the music up too. All right, Garvin, you're up.
Okay.
Bring it back.
Do I know what these creatures are?
They look like spiders, but something's off about them.
Would I have to invest in action to make a check, or
Just because it's something you're not necessarily familiar with, I would say yes, you would need to really concentrate on them.
Garvin's not going to do that? Okay. You know what? Coco's up there with them, huh?
Yeah, right next to him.
Yeah. All right. And they're both stuck in a storm sphere. I think Garvin's gonna cast a spirit shroud, causing the spirits of the dead to flitter around himself,
Okay.
and then blast the one that Coco's on twice with Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
which will amp up the Eldritch Blast for extra radiant damage. So until any extra damage you hit a creature with 10 feet, yeah, extra radiant. Okay. And I'm invis, so
And it's still surprise round, so you would have
Yeah.
advantage regardless.
so 27 on the first one to hit, and 28 on the second. So I'm
Okay.
guessing both of those hit.
No crit, but yeah, you hit. Absolutely.
Okay. So it's gonna be 2d10 and 1d8 per. So 10 force and 1 radiant, and then
And this is on each of them.
no, that's the same one. And then 14 force, so a total of hold on. And 3. So 11 and then 17. So 28 to the same target.
Which one of the ones were you hitting? The one on
Coco.
the one that Coco's next to. Okay. So
Yeah.
28 points of force damage.
Well, force and radiant.
Okay, and
That's a lot of damage.
doesn't change the total number, so okay, that's fine.
Okay. And it's nothing's within 10 feet of Garvin, is it?
Nope.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Okay. Coco.
Well, if it ain't broke.
So the only
Stab it
difference
again.
is this time you no longer have advantage, because you don't have the element of surprise any longer, and you don't have any allies next to you because there's a giant sphere of lightning and thunder going in the middle of them.
I don't suppose the giant sphere of thunder and lightning is distracting enough to count as a.
No, it's
Can
not
I
even
make a
Count as
alive.
an ally?
performance check to make
No.
it distracting? No, I'm just
No.
kidding.
No, that's fine. Alrighty.
A 19 will absolutely hit.
Okay. So that is 10 piercing and. So 10 piercing, 7 fire.
Okay, so 17 total points of damage. You guys again see this rapier flare up in light, stab into the creature, and come right back out again.
And I would like to bonus action hide behind like a stalagmite or something.
It's a flat.
I know
cave.
there aren't
There's-
any,
so
but
there's-
I know there aren't any, but
Are you
is there?
are you dashing or are you disengaging and then moving? Or hide? Or are you just gonna try and hide right next to the thing?
Yeah, she's basically trying to like find a nook, a cranny, a something, and just.
But again, if you're
I don't
trying to
know
move
if there's a-
away, if you're trying to move away, are you?
If there's nothing nearby, then
There's
then,
I mean, there's
then
boxes
she'll-
and things like that. Yes. But I'm asking if you're disengaging, you won't be able to hide if you disengage.
No,
so
exactly.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're.
Nah, no. In which case, there's nothing. That's fine. She'll stay where she. She'll stay where she is.
Okay. All right, Murray.
Okay. Okay, you know what? I kind of want to know if I know what these things are. I mean, I don't know the meta knowledge that these aren't beasts. So, like, do I have any idea? Like, I'm going to spend my turn trying to figure out what the fuck these things are.
So again, you can use an intelligence
Yep.
check if you want to sit there and use your round to figure out what these are.
Yeah, I'm going to do that because 14.
All right. You don't know precisely what they are. You know they're not
Yeah.
natural. They look like they're constructs. made to look like giants or like large spiders.
Ah. Shit, you're constructees. And then I'll just lean on my quarterstaff and be like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna stay here.
All right. So, does there anything at the start of a creature's turn ends its turn there?
Yep.
I don't think they're intelligent. Nope. All right. Well, it's gonna try and smack Coco. However, yep, it's gonna take 2 slam attacks on you.
Yikes. That's gonna hurt.
Lowest is a 20.
Yeah, those will both hit. Coco's armor class is not that high.
Oh,
It's a 16, right?
Ow!
So you take what's that? 41 points of damage 41 points of bludgeoning damage
Ow!
as this thing takes its 2 and just pounds down on you with them.
Ow!
And I think there's no save. I think it's just straight up. Oh, it has to take a strength saving throw at the end of its turn. Oh, it shouldn't have taken the damage on the end. It should have been on its turn. That's fine.
No.
Yeah,
When the sphere appears, and at the end of its turn, anytime it's
Okay,
inside.
got it. So it was fine on the first one. So now it's going to do a save.
That's
Let's
not an
see it.
or, it's an and.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
It's still safe, so it doesn't take the damage from that sphere.
Okay.
All right, Sahiri.
Well, since Toll the Dead seemed to work before, let's try it on that same one again. And go for the 2d12s.
Which one was that one? That was B. That's
B.
right. Let's see. So wisdom save. No. It fails.
Well,
Big old
that's a
no.
shitty one. That's only 10 points because I have a +5. So
10 points. Okay. 10 points is 10 points.
yeah.
Those are still some damaging decibels.
Okay. It's gonna run up to you, Sahiri. So that one's gonna come up to you because you're the only one that's done anything to it other than the sphere, and it wants to get out of the range of the sphere. So 2 attacks on Sahiri. That's a big old double no, I think. 18. Okay. All right. Well, never mind. All right, Adrin.
Okay. Oh, I have my tides back. That's right.
Yep.
That's fun. I'm not gonna need it. First level catapult on the one that just ran at Sahiri.
Okay.
Actually, while we're at it, let's twin that and hit them both.
And that's what save? Dex save?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
On A. That's an 18.
Okay.
And on B, that's a 15.
A is the one that ran up to Sahiri, correct?
No, B was. The one that
Oh.
the 15 was the one that ran up to Sahiri.
Okay, that's fine. I will accept that. 11 damage to the one that it actually hit. I feel like
Okay.
such a blue player in this class. I'll allow it.
Anything else?
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna call forth a lightning bolt from the storm sphere to smash. Coco's not like currently stabbing. Like no one is currently touching the one inside the sphere. That's good. Zappity zap zap.
The one that's next to Coco.
Yeah, let's
And
hit
that's
that one with the bonus action Storm Sphere, which is a
Range to
plus
spell
10
attack.
to hit. Woo, that's a fail, but I think I have a thing.
Well, you're hitting the one in the Storm Spear, so you had advantage.
Do I? Okay, fantastic.
That's what it says.
Yeah, there's a lot to try to read. I'm sorry. That's better. 22
Yeah, that'll hit. Yep,
Okay. And then that's,
a lot.
yeah, 4d6 lightning. It doesn't take extra for being inside.
No, it's you should get advantage on the attack.
16.
16 points of lightning damage. Okay. All right. Guessing that's it.
Yeah.
Garvin.
All right. How far is the one that's Coco's on from me?
50 feet.
Okay. Garvin's just gonna go. He's not gonna stand next to Sahiri. He's gonna move so he's 10 feet behind the one that's on Sahiri,
Okay.
kind of between it and the one Coco's on.
Just out of range of the Storm Sphere.
Yeah, but puts it in range for his Spirit Shroud, which will reduce its movement speed by 10 feet on its next round. The one
Okay.
that's close to me.
Gotcha.
And then he's going to Eldritch Blast this one twice. The one that's on Sahiri.
Okay.
Get back to my cantrip. Sorry, I was on my leveled spells. Oh, that's the damage roll. Hold on, that's the wrong thing. Okay. Oh, nat 20 on the first. No, 23 on the first. 12 to hit on the second.
12 will miss. The first one will definitely hit.
Okay. So it is 10 points of force and 4 points of radiant. So 14.
14 total. Okay, got it.
Yep.
As you blast hits into it and send chunks of stone flying off of it.
That would be it for him.
Okay. All right, Coco. You're not feeling too good at this thing.
No, it just handily removed half my hit points in one round. Well, that can't go unanswered. So Coco's gonna stab it and then run away. That's what
Okay.
she does best.
That's nothing wrong with that.
I assume no one's in. Oh, she might not actually stab it this time.
No, that will miss.
That will very much
What
miss. That was
what if we add a d4 to that though? What if I spend some sorcery points and give up my reaction? These things don't have
I mean,
spells.
maybe it was
I'm cool
it
with
was a
that.
pretty low roll.
Try it.
I don't know what their AC is.
Well, you can go ahead and roll it because he's giving you the option to roll a d4.
Yeah.
So that's a 15.
It misses.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Would a 16 have hit? Out of curiosity.
It probably would have.
Don't
So
know.
close and yet so far. Anyway,
alright.
bonus action disengage, and she's going to move 40 feet back because fuck this noise.
Okay. Murray. I think you're muted.
You've cast silence on yourself.
Silence of the Lambs. So, okay, I'm gonna do a Hail Mary. So the constructy spider dude in front of Sahiri, I'm gonna point at him. I'm gonna say no, maybe, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic at 5th level. Because if it's a construct, technically it's animated somehow through magic, and if that spell is 5th level or lower, it automatically ends. If not, it's a roll-off situation.
Okay.
I mean, it's a Hail Mary. I'm swinging a big hammer at a nail just to see what happens.
So that's use dispel magic.
So dispel magic can only end active effects. So if there's an active effect,
Yeah, there's
making it.
yeah. There,
But
so
if a construct is animated by magic, the animation magic itself would be dispelled.
It is but a lot of constructs can be animated in a way where the energy is exhausted and then it's put in motion to bring it alive, and then it's then animated, right? It's
Like
no
a
longer
clockwork
active.
thing.
Yeah. So it just depends
hey.
depends upon what type of construct it is.
yeah. So you go and
Depends on what your
try
definition of
to
is.
yeah. In this situation, you go to try and cast dispel magic on it, and it just kind of nothing seems to happen.
Yeah.
So not the kind we wanted.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna run over to Zahiri and go, "Hey, how you doing?" And then I'm gonna explode and I'm gonna crop dust. No, actually, no, I can't do that. It's gotta be at the beginning of its turn. Never mind. I go stand over next to Zahiri. Hey. And I'm like making this face.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the other one is going to, well, it's going to do what it's going to try and do, and it's going to move the closest one it can see. It's going to be Garvin now, since does your the souls do anything else other than movement speed?
It prevents them from regaining hit points.
Oh, okay. So that's not a problem. But he's going to do 2 slam attacks on you as well.
Okay. That'll hit.
Oh man. I already burned my reaction. There's no way I can fix it.
So that first one was 37 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Garvin is going to cause a reaction of a static discharge, but he's going to change the
No.
spells.
Was that a
Oh.
nat 20? Because no. No.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, burning your
No.
reaction
No,
for it.
no,
Okay.
I do not allow that.
None
Alright.
shall be the nat
No.
20s today.
All right,
Team
so
Blue.
make it 11, 12, 13. It makes it 19 instead of 37. I'll take away the I'll take away the last 3.
Team Blue players for the win.
No. That's such a teacher thing to do too. No.
Well, I guess I'll just have to hope to crit again in the next one. I don't know.
And I needed
well,
to make
I'll have my reaction back.
a dex saving throw as I'm going to erupt in radiant energy, trying to blast it back for slamming me.
That's a 12,
Put
so I
it
have a
back
feeling
in
it
its
fails.
Oh, yeah. It does. So it is going to take. What did that roll? What was that?
Another
I
roll?
see
12.
12.
12. Okay. So 12 radiant damage.
Okay. All right, it takes all that, and then its second attack. Oh my god.
That sucks.
I was literally I don't know if I'll ever repeat that one. Okay. Well,
It's all right. That'll keep me up probably. Yes, I'm still up.
36 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh my god, double crit on that thing. Ugh.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Why is it hard? He screams out, like
What
groaning
did
in
he
pain.
say?
You probably you couldn't make sense of it exactly.
so you guys just see this thing come down and just slam both of them. One of them is glanced off by Sahiri managing to will this the strength out of its first attack, but the second one comes down with its blinding fury and just slams into Garvin. Sahiri, you're now up.
Well, I tried. I got one out of the way. Not really loving this thing right now.
Maybe you should just get away and let me take a few hits.
Well, we're going to bonus action cast spiritual weapon at 2nd level.
Okay.
So we'll
Ooh,
take that.
That's a crit. It looked like.
That's a crit, yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
So the spiritual weapon's going to do 17 points of damage
Oof,
there.
that was
Bonk.
And then
The
we're going to
power
toll
of
it
Clemvor compels you. Blech.
because we can. So 17 wisdom save, please.
it saved.
Okay. Well, spiritual weapons there, so
Okay. All right. So the one on Sahiri is up, and he's actually going to look, and he sees 2 target, and he's just going to come down and hit both you and.
I need a save from him. Hang on, it is a whiz save. Because Murray goes as he starts moving, and he explodes in necrotic poof.
What's your save?
DC 17?
He fails.
Okay. And then he takes fucking 1d8. Yeah, it's 1d8. 1d8. Click. Yeah, 4 necrotic as Murray goes.
4 necrotic. Okay.
Yeah.
But he's still going to
And
hit
then double
each of
middle
you.
fingers.
Yeah, he's going to hit each of you with a slam. Sahiri misses. Murray 23.
I cover my crotch. Yes.
19 points of bludgeoning damage on Murray.
Okay. All right. Okay. To complete this game, asshole.
All right, Adrian.
So the one that hit Garvin is the one in the sphere?
Yes.
Cool. We are spending the turn removing that thing from existence.
Okay.
It's gonna catch I need a dex save as I cast a 5th level catapult at it.
Nat 20, so 19.
Subtract a d4. I can't afford to,
So that makes it a 17.
which is damn it, is my DC. Okay.
You get a 50% chance.
Yeah.
I was worth the odds.
Even if it wasn't, this thing tried to kill my brother, so it dies. We give it everything we have. We might as well have a level of barbarian now. So instead, bonus action, lightning bolt at it from inside the sphere. So with
yeah.
advantage, I got a crit.
Yeah.
Which gives it. Oh no, that's the wrong dice, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it's 46. Just roll it twice since you crit.
Well, I rolled the. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's right.
I had rolled the actual damage at crit.
So
Bludgeoning.
29 points of lightning damage. Okay. As you,
Yeah.
again, your lightning bolt strikes it, and just you see just chunks of stone flying off of it.
How's it looking?
Meh. I mean, you can't. It's hard to tell. You see, it's pieces have definitely come off of it. There's holes in it from where Coco has stabbed it. Stuff's happened.
Okay. I am gonna burn my
Stuff's happened.
movement and just put myself between it and Garvin.
It's right next to Garvin, so really not gonna be able to put yourself between it per se.
Okay.
Because
Well, I can
he's
get up in
behind.
its
He's
face.
10 feet behind the one that's on Sahiri, but then there's the other one that had moved back up next to him. So he's literally next to it at the moment.
And I already used my action economy, so I can't like shove you. Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna run up.
Okay. So you'll be right next to Garvin then.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of which, Garvin, you're up.
Okay. Garvin is going to bonus action Misty Step behind this thing to the hallway it came from, or some spot nearby that hallway that's dark. Actually, no, there's boxes and things that Coco was talking about, right? That are kind of,
Yeah.
Misty Step right behind the boxes. It's in dim light. He's just going invis.
Okay.
Screw this noise right now. He's hurt. That's his turn.
Okay. Coco. You see these things have not died,
Much to our dismay.
but they're definitely you see
Much.
them
Is either one of them
Laboring.
currently engaged in melee with one of my buds?
both of them.
Me.
Both
Both
of
of
them.
them. Excellent. All right. Whichever one is closest, I guess.
Closest would be the one that you'd already been attacking.
All right. Let's take our movement, go back in, and do some thwacking.
Okay.
Or poking or stabbity.
If it ain't broke, stab it again.
Pretty much. And that way we make sure it gets broken.
As all
Alright.
things should be.
All right, roll better this time, please. There we go.
That will
Ooh.
hit.
Okay. Ugh.
I mean, rapier
And-
damage is always low. It's everything
Yeah,
else.
It ain't about the weapon itself for you.
No, it's true. Well, but even so, that was a fairly low roll. That's the
mean,
fire damage and ew.
Oh, 32 total damage. That's fucking jeez. I love rogues.
Yeah, it was a fairly low roll though.
That's why I love
The
rogues.
the D6s don't like me.
All right.
have a
I'm
lower
guessing that's it
average.
because that was movement, action, anything else?
Don't think I have a bonus action that makes any sense at this point.
Probably not.
Because, yeah, the only thing would be disengage, but I've already used my movement, so I'd disengage, but I'd still be there.
All right.
So,
That is true. Murray.
Okay. So this big guy's like right in front of me. I'm just gonna reach out and try to. No, do I have to touch him? Yes, I do. Fuck. So I guess reach out, go, hey, and I cast contagion at fourth. Beep. So that is it not contagion? Blight. That's what it is. Blight. So that's a con save, please. DC 17. Of course, they're also stone and constructs. Their con's probably stupid.
Just a bit.
They still take half. Yeah, they still take half. So
'Kay.
even if they make it. So 37 divided by 2, 18.
What type of damage is that?
That's still a lot of damage.
Necrotic.
Okay. So, 18. Got it.
Necrotic. And then I go to hold my breath. I go, "Herp!" And I use my hidden step and my bonus action. I turn invisible until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay.
Oh,
Looking like
good.
looking like I have to
Well,
nobody can see that.
That leaves Sahiri and
hidden
I.
Step. Boop. There we go.
yeah, and the one that was on Garvin is that Sahiri that Coco just hit has you facing him, so he is going
Uh-huh.
to sit there and attack you twice with slam.
That's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, less fine.
You know, at a certain point,
No.
you gotta
I'm gonna-
think that.
You can't,
Oh,
Sahiri. You've already used your reaction. Your turn hasn't come up since the last time I used a reaction.
Oh, okay.
So
Respectfully,
I
we're
have
gonna
to do
have
the
to
same
ask
thing.
you to stop. Just
Yeah,
stop.
look, man,
stop
bro,
doing that.
if you
That's
could-
too many.
no,
If you could just
no.
roll the dice
No
on
respect
camera
about
just to
this.
prove, you
Cut
know,
it
like-
out. Cut it out.
well, let me just do my second attack hit just to make sure I don't do it a second time. Okay, good. The second one is 18.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Jesus.
That still hits. I mean,
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
cool. Almost half.
41 on the
Oh.
first one and 21 on the second.
So 62.
62 points of damage. All
I'm up.
bludgeoning.
I'm up.
You're still up. Yep.
Thank
We're
goodness our
living-
sorcerer is a stack of hit points.
Yep.
What's up? I'm a tank secretly.
All right, so here you're up.
Secret.
Okay, so spiritual weapon's going to attack. 15.
15 misses.
Okay. Yeah, let's stick with Toll the Dead, because at least it seems to do something.
Wisdom save. Fails.
Cool. $14 points of necrotic.
14?
from
Okay.
that.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, it's now up. I'm really afraid of rolling this as a. Not that time. Second attack. Even worse. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. Adrin.
Who were those hitting?
That was a Sahiri.
Thank gods, because those both would have hit me. um, okay. So I'm still like in this thing's face.
Yes.
And then there's another one behind me.
Yes, but that one's facing on Sahiri right now.
And my little brother is no longer in danger, but is in fact invisible over there.
So
now I feel like a
he missed his step
jackass.
somewhere. You have no idea where he is.
Yeah, now I feel like a jackass, but we're going to make the best of a bad situation, and we're going to try to twin another 5th level catapult.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's a lot of sorcery points. Let me make sure I have enough for that.
That is true.
I do not have enough for that. Sorry. We'll twin a 3rd level instead.
Okay. And that was, I forget, that's a dex save for both of them?
Yes, a dex save from both of them, please. I have imagined, don't worry.
18 on one, 14 on the other.
Fuck, which one saved?
The one on you.
Okay, acceptable losses. Because he's still living inside of a bubble of pain. So the other one can take 11 damage.
Okay.
I mean,
From
that's a concentration spell. You took a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's probably out.
Yeah, I don't think you could possibly have saved on that.
Plus 9. I don't think so either.
Because it was 41 points of damage.
Yeah.
It would have been half the damage, so 20 points plus whatever the base of 30. I think it's 10 plus. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Or is it 8 plus?
No, it's
Okay.
5. It's
No,
5
then I
plus
would've been
the
more
half
point
the
off.
damage.
So yeah, you'd have to roll really high. You could save. Technically, because if you have a plus 9.
I think I dropped it. Oh no. Okay.
But that other one still takes 11 points of damage.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Garvin.
All right, the one that's on Adrian. How bad does this thing look? Does it look like it's taking a beating? Like how?
Yeah, they're both not looking great. They're They have just chunks of stone beat off of them, from different different attacks and things like that. So they're definitely not looking good. But there's no they're not bleeding or anything like that. There's no oil or anything. It's not like that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've got a high enough intelligence. Like he's just kind of trying to assess, what to do in the situation. Oof. I'm Invis. So Garvin would, especially this being his brother, Garvin's gonna cast a 3rd level chromatic orb.
Okay.
At the one that's on his brother. And this is gonna be radiant.
Okay.
Good thing I have advantage for the invis. 18 to hit
Hits.
for 23 radiant damage.
23 radiant damage. It is still up, however, as it does take all of that.
Okay. Oof. All right. I would have Misty stepped behind the boxes. How far does that put me away from it?
If you let's see the boxes, they'd be 40 feet because the boxes were to your the way you were facing to your. Oh no, you were facing this way towards B, so off to your right. So yeah, you're about 40 feet away from it.
Okay. What do I have in my? Yeah.
Bag of tricks.
I know that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's in his bag of tricks? What else would he do? Would he do anything else? No, he's just holding there.
Okay.
That's
All
it.
right. All right. Back to the top with Coco.
All right. It miraculously decided to not try and pummel me into the ground this time, which is very exciting. So Coco's not going to return that favor, and she's going to stab it in one of its many ankles.
$17 hits.
Yay! Ready. There we go.
11, 9, and 19.
Many stabbing.
Okay, yep. 39 total points of damage. All right. Anything else?
It's a moment of, it's still up? And we'll just hold position, because, yeah, she could disengage, but then where would she go? Actually, do these things see? How fast do these things seem to move?
I mean, they moved about
Ish.
average speed to catch up. They haven't had to move terribly far to catch up to anybody.
Yeah, and all right, so okay, yeah, no, she's gonna stay where she is against the player's better judgment, but yeah, she's gonna stay where she can do the most damage.
Okay. Murray.
You're muted again.
So I reappear. It's because I was invisible. You couldn't hear me. It's super secret time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go, ah, shit, and I'm gonna Hulk out with my myconid form, and pull a little puffball and throw it at the spider's ass. It's spreading spores. Basically, he's in a 10-foot cube. Oh, cute. Its butt is in part of my 10-foot cube, so anytime it starts at the beginning of its turn, it just automatically takes Halo of Spore damage.
Okay.
So it's got to do like a DC 17 con. But whatever, potato, and I'm hulked out and roided out, and then I'm just standing there.
Okay. Well,
40 temp HP.
so this guy's gonna the other one is going to be back on Adrian again.
What's up? Come at me, bruv.
Are we gonna put that on your tombstone when we bury you?
Yeah, you're goddamn right you are.
22 and a
Look, sir, come at me,
23.
bruv.
What's that, a 22 and a 23?
Yep.
Yeah, those are gonna hit. My AC's 11.
Wow, you managed not to double crit? Shocked.
So the first one
Okay.
does 25 points of damage.
Which drops me.
So the second one still hits because these things aren't that intelligent. So you have one death save as it slams it back down into you.
Okay.
Doesn't kill you, but you do have a failure on there.
Yeah.
All right, Sahiri.
Okay. Well, that changes things just a little bit, but the spiritual weapon is still going to go.
That'll hit.
It's only 8 points of damage, but at least it's some damage.
Yep.
So Erg. I will. The best. Well, you know what? At this point, okay. Yep. I will cast Mass Healing Word.
Yay.
Which does 16 points to everybody except for what that would work. It would be max for Adrin.
Which is
Everybody within 60 feet. So that should hit everybody. So yeah, Adrin will get max.
Adrin will get 17.
Yes.
So
Hey,
he gets
man.
1 extra point.
Gasps.
Every point
Just
counts.
gasps and goes, woo!
But I also, because that was a bonus action, the spiritual weapon is not a command for me. It is doing its own thing, correct?
I'm sorry, say that again.
That was a bonus action. The the spiritual weapon is
Wouldn't been able to do that if you had done that because they're both.
What do you mean?
They're both bonus actions.
okay. Then it will take back its hit points. Adrin's more important than that.
Okay. Yeah, you can't do 2 bonus actions, unfortunately.
That's fine. Well then Toll the Dead on it instead.
That is fine. And the way I've been rolling those against it fails again. So
Okay.
God damn it.
it might be more damage. Who knows?
It's probably more damage.
No, 2
That's
less.
11. 11. Because
Oh,
you gotta
right.
add 5.
Right. No, so it was more. See? Look at that.
Mhm.
Worked out. All right, cool. All right. So the start of the other one's turn. What happens, Murray? Con save?
Oh, it's got to make a DC 17 con save.
Does not.
And because I'm hulked out,
Jesus Christ.
my spore damage is doubled, so 15 necrotic damage in its butt.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's going to take one
Piccolo
swat.
is giblets.
It's going to take one swing at both of you.
Yeah.
One at Sahiri, miss. One at Murray. Nah, that's not.
Oh God,
Jesus.
that's so high.
Hey, it's not a crit. I'm cool.
It's
17
high
points
enough
of bludgeoning
that
damage.
neither of us can fix it.
I mean, 17 bludgeoning, dude. I'm hulked out. I'm miking it. I got 10 HP coming out my butt, and it's standing in a necrotic storm for the next minute. So I mean, I'm good.
All right.
And I can still cast spells.
All right, Adrian, you are now lying on the ground in front of this thing
Okay.
as you woke up from Sahiri's magic.
So Okay, since we don't have a storm sphere anymore, step 1, we burn a bonus action to expend a 5th level spell slot to regain an equal number of sorcery points. Equal?
I think up to a max level though. Like,
Yeah, I think it's up to 5. Yeah. Okay. And then we are going to twin another catapult. This time, 1st level.
Okay.
Because I have a shitload of those now. So 17 saving deck saves from them.
First one. First one's 16, so it fails.
Okay.
Second one is an 18, so it saves.
Every single time. Okay. Is it?
So the one on you failed, the one on Sahiri and Murray failed.
Yeah.
Or saved, sorry, saved. The first one failed, the second one saved.
Okay, that's fine. So then the one directly above me is going to take 19 ball bearing damage to his undercarriage. Shout out to Coco for the 6,000 ball bearings in season 1. Oh
Best
Jesus
present
Christ.
ever.
Yeah, for real. I've been using them ever since.
Oh my god,
Okay,
I'm an idiot.
and-
Roll a d20 because I haven't done it on like last 3 spells you've done.
Like 5, bro. You are so far behind. 7. I do not
You're
explode.
fine. You're fine.
You about to get an... Oh, never mind. I already did that. Moving on. My turn is over. I already burned my bonus action because I forgot
Alright,
to in the
Garvin.
last turn.
You see this thing it's mostly wobbling in places, parts of it just breaking down, and the one in
Yep.
front of Garvin. I mean in front of Adrin.
In front
The
of
other
Adrin,
one's
yeah.
hurting pretty bad too.
Garvin is frustrated, but he doesn't know what else is in here, so I'm gonna do 2 Eldritch Blasts. Uh, 16 and 11.
Both miss.
Okay. Those streak across a little bit wide. Interesting. Good to know. Garvin doesn't really like this.
Yeah, your rage at watching your brother get hits finally
Yeah. Or the, cracked rib or whatever the heck he's got going on from that pummel. Jesus. I don't know. That's his turn.
Okay. Coco.
All right. Yeah. Coco may be a one-trick pony, but by God, she does it well. Let's stab it some more. Natural 20.
Yep. That's a lot of
Very
dice.
This is very exciting.
Sense a dead spider thing.
Eh.
T- 28. Okay. 69. Hey. 69 points of damage.
Nice.
Which was 66 more than you needed. It's dead. As
It's
you-
really, really fed up. It's like,
Coco, you just take your rapier and you just stab right into the heart of the thing, and you see it jerk, wriggle, and collapse and shatter into stone.
Very Horizon Forbidden West.
All right, anything else,
Yay.
Coco?
How far is the other thing?
15 feet. Or no, 25 feet, because they're 10 feet away from the other one.
Okay. She's going to take her movement and position herself near it,
Okay.
and it can die next.
All right, Murray.
You've cast silence on yourself once again.
Oh no, I was ranting at the world. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah, dude, Murray's pretty mad at this thing, and he just wants this over with. So, okay, bye-bye 5th level, and he just goes, fucking fire! Touches it and casts a 5th level blight. So that's a con 17, please. It still takes half. I mean,
It does
come on,
save.
fuck. All right, whatever. Hey, half. I mean, half of a lot. 31 divided by 2, 15. Necrotic. God damn it. I rolled less with my freaking fit. Well, all right. I mean,
Alright.
that's the way it is.
A
Yeah.
lot of ones in that roll. A lot of ones in that roll.
A lot of ones in that roll. Freaking d6s. I'm gonna change my dice. Bonus action. Can I do anything? I don't know. You know what? No. I'm just
Okay.
gonna stand. Action. No, that'd be an action. Never mind. So yeah, I'm just gonna stand there menacing. And like me.
Okay.
Still in my
Sahiri.
giant hulked out form.
Okay. Well, spiritual weapon can attack this round.
Yep. Absolutely.
Jesus.
Okay, 13 points of damage.
We'll toll the dead because
I mean, it's the consistent hitter.
I still can't freaking save
Bonk.
against her Toll the Dead. Dear God.
Their wisdom is mad low.
It's just 0.
That's mad low.
21. Because it's
Alright.
16 plus 5.
For all the
Alright.
natural 20s you've rolled against us tonight, I have very little sympathy for your bad wisdom saves.
Yeah, poor you. Wah,
Just
wah,
saying.
wah. Lying on the ground
Sahiri.
bleeding over here.
Adrin.
Aw, my giant stone monsters can't make wisdom
I
saves.
can't hit.
Yeah.
That one cannot hit anybody.
So there's only the one behind me that's trying to kill Sahiri now, right?
Yes.
Cool. I like my chances better if I just start whipping firebolts at it. So firebolt. 28 to
Yes.
hit.
Firebolt.
8 damage.
Okay.
But wait, there's more. We're gonna quicken. Quicken a 4th level catapult. Why not?
Fails.
Thank Jesus. Or D&D Jesus. Kalimvor? Kinda.
Roll your
Um,
damage.
not
I
the point.
don't
And a
think
20.
Kalimvor is technically D&D Jesus.
Oh, and a 20. Bahamut then, maybe?
I mean, it'd be Ilmater. He's got
Maybe
a
the
punch
7.
off for being
Alright, now
punished.
roll your damage.
7 is a magic number. Take a lot.
Eh,
On 68,
Oof.
it's not a lot.
mean-
I clicked it
Yeah.
and said take a lot and then saw the number come up.
Alright.
I don't even
So
care.
D&D Beyond took a lot off your roll. That was
Alright,
the
I'm
problem.
guessing that's it. So that'd be Garvin's up next.
Yeah, I'm staggering.
I'm gonna change my dice.
Spitting
These
blood.
dice are stupid.
Is this thing still next up to, like, right up next to Adrin?
No,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the one that's next to Sahiri and Murray.
Oh, okay.
Adrin's got some space between it.
Case. Garvin's just gonna drive some psionic energy right into it. I need an intelligence saving throw as I mind spike it or mind sliver it.
Ooh, ooh,
Ooh.
that's
Nice.
much bigger.
Alright, it fails.
-4.
7 points of psychic, and it loses a D4 on its next save.
Okay. It doesn't look like it's affected by it at all.
Okay,
Aw. Ooh.
good to know.
Oh.
Like the damage.
Yeah, I guess it would
Carbon's
still
more
take
doing
the
it-
rest of it, but
Yeah, so the save effect would still go through.
I
'Cause it
guess it
failed.
would.
It failed the save.
Yeah. Although I could argue that that's a psychic effect on it.
It says you drive a spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range. Must save intelligence or take this damage, and then subtract a D4 from its next saving throw it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
So it's
Good to
attack
know.
or saving throw, it takes a D4. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Coco.
All right. Now that she's in position, stab this one. That won't hit.
Nope. That'll miss.
Dang it.
Anything else?
No, not really. There's not much she can do that as a bonus action that won't just take her out of the fight where she wants to be. So, staying put, I guess, until further notice.
Okay. Murray.
All right, you know what? No. Okay, let's try this again. I'm just throwing freaking like it's hurting it and it's working and it's the biggest freaking cannon that I have. Everything else is fire and poison, and I think constructs are gonna have an easier time with that. Freaking blight again. DC 17 -1 D4. If you roll a 4, all right. Well, whatever. I mean, it still takes 41, 20.
Okay.
Like, come on.
Anything else?
No, I'm mad at it.
Okay. Sahiri.
Hey, this thing is still plaguing us.
Yeah, still there.
Yes, I know it's still there. Well, that's not gonna hit.
Nope. 10 misses. Well, it's a 1, so
But-
1 misses.
Yeah, go ahead and try that wisdom save again for me, please.
Yeah. It would have used its D4 there too to make it even lower, just to.
It does it on every
save.
save?
No, just that one.
It had already done it on Murray's, and it
Oh,
wasn't
beautiful.
enough.
Yeah. Had to do a save on blight.
I tried. He tried. But it failed.
Oh, dude, it rolled a 3, and if it was a 4, it
Well,
would've taken
that's-
full damage. I'm mad.
Okay, so that's 15.
As you see the bell tolls and its body shakes and shudders and collapses to the ground at a heap of rubble.
Yay, rubble!
I
As that
think
was
Adrian
another
does too.
1 hit point left on that sucker.
It's like cough. Poof. Dust.
Okay, well, at this point, we are going to, yes, take the 10 minutes to do a 5th level prayer of healing.
I'm gonna
Oh, well.
flame hand, and I'm gonna look at these things because, like, they're constructs. I'm curious what they are. I grab a leg, pick it up, look at it.
Okay, yeah. So
He's going to get
20
27 back.
Okay. Give me
That was a
an investigation check, Murray, if you're really trying to figure this thing out.
Investigation. Click.
Thank
11.
you, Shahiri. Wipes blood from corner of mouth.
I mean, to be
That
fair,
was,
I'm a natural animal kind of person, not a construct person or rocks, but yeah, whatever. 11. Kind of looking at it, licking the leg.
I jumped in and did something reckless because I knew I could trust you to
Yeah, you just
keep
you
me
don't
doing reckless
know.
things.
You know, these things are created. They're not natural. They're not, but you don't have any clue as to how or why or where they, what could have created
Yeah.
them, anything like that.
or like what even what it's made of? It's just a stone type thing.
Yep.
Cool.
What's underneath this stone?
It's all stone.
It's stone. I'll show you like the cross section of the leg. Stone.
There's no
Stone
like
all the way
metal
down.
framework.
No, it's
Yep.
almost it just looks like it was it was literally chiseled out and put together with something. I mean, it was potentially a magic of some sort of strong originally,
Yeah,
but
Can I do like an Arcana check on it or something?
sure.
25.
Okay, so you definitely know you've heard of like golems, stone golems, usually powerful magic to create these things and generally control them.
We've encountered golems.
These seem to not have any type of controlling device to them. They seem to have been set on some sort of patrol to guard this place, but they are absolutely magical constructs. They had resistance to a lot of your guys' abilities, namely
Lightning.
magic, and now you know that they were psychically immune. But they were definitely created from chiseled stone.
So these things are probably the missing rock face outside. Ow.
I mean, they came from that way, so this is probably a whole network. But if
Great.
there's something patrolling and guarding, that means there's something to be guarded.
Shinies.
If you don't mind, I'm just
Wonderful.
gonna go sit in a corner and
Cry?
just sit.
Oh, and if we're gonna
No.
rest, why don't I
Yup.
just do the rope thing and let's be safe?
Ooh, I like rope things.
Rope
Yeah, let's
trick.
do the rope thing.
And Garvin's gonna pull out a rope and kind of yank on it, let it go up into the air, and give us a safe space to short rest.
So you guys are able to get up there, and you guys can take a short rest.
And I'm actually going to use my arcane recovery to get some spell slots back, along with my
I'm
pack
getting
magic.
I'm getting my wild shapes back, yeah. Those are handy. That's an 80 HP pool right there. Actually, no more than that. It's like 110. Oh, and my invisibility. Oh, cool.
Let's see.
Gets me all my slots back. Hell yeah.
So, hey, fun topic of conversation. Favorite kind of cookie? No, I'm kidding. What are we getting into? Like, that's kind of interesting, huh?
I mean, something truly terrifying, presumably, and cinnamon raisin, by the way.
You would like a raisin.
I mean, I prefer the oatmeal raisin. Cinnamon's all right in it.
Ooh, no, yeah, sorry. That's what. I think I may have taken a bonk to the head.
I mean, you're
That
all
one.
obviously wrong. It's ginger snap. But what I mean is, like, how many more of those things do you think we're going to run into? I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to spend the time and not have an existential crisis that we get getting attacked by a rock.
Yes, and that's why we're talking about biscuits.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing
Cookies.
if those were patrols, they. I don't know, Murray. There's probably it for the patrols.
I mean, we
Yeah.
can only bloody hope.
I mean, we can sit here for an hour, and hopefully, if they're armor patrols, they'll come up and find the dead rock things.
That sounds like a good idea.
Ooh.
Maybe we sit here for a few hours and make sure.
Yeah, like you guys that can see in the dark without stuff. I mean, just poke your head out of the hole every now and then, like look around, you know. And if you come back without a head, we know we're in danger.
Thanks.
I don't like the looks Sahiri gave me there.
And it's slightly harder to fix, but still fixable.
Wait, really? No, don't answer that.
I mean, it technically is. You could have a fingernail and still fix things.
I mean, as long
Yeah.
as I've got part of you and Kalimvor's willing and you're willing.
See, she fills me with hope and courage and inspiration. You just creep me out, kid.
It's all right. I've got one of your fingernails somewhere. Don't worry.
Hey, I'm not the creepy one. That's awesome.
So you guys sit there for an hour taking your long rest or short rest, not long rest. Short rest. Nothing seems to come back into this storage area.
Well, I'm about out of snacks and fucks to give, so shall we?
Yeah, I'm game.
So, what kind of person or power? How powerful do you have to be able to make one of those?
Eh,
I
You're pretty
mean,
powerful.
I mean, somewhere between us and Dad. Closer to the us end of that spectrum.
I was gonna say, that's a very large range.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Or a lot of time to invest.
Or a bunch of people to invest energy, right?
I mean, that too, if you're talking about necromancy.
Ooh, ew. No, I wasn't, but now I am.
I mean,
Yucky.
but how? What do you mean by people?
Well, it's a stone golem, right? You can just channel the more No, you can't just
Right,
do
right.
that.
Multiple casters. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I thought
necromancy
that made
isn't all
sense.
like evil, right? I mean, you're just giving something life out of not life, and I'm like slowly crawling out down the rope.
I think of you more as
brother,
mycomancy.
if you're giving something else life, that life has to come from somewhere else. Regardless
yes.
of what
Magic.
energy forms it.
Some of my spells are necromantic, but typically it's me taking energy from me or me taking energy from the enemy and giving it back to me.
Neat.
I mean, to be fair, if it was necromantic energy, there would probably be some organic component.
Which there isn't, it's just rock.
I mean, they kind of really like blood.
Which means it's arcane energy and somebody probably very powerful.
Yep. Or a bunch of powerful somebodies.
Produce
But
flames
if-
so I can see.
If we sit here and worry about all the powerful somebodies that we came across, we'd never get anything done, would we?
That's true, but if we blunder ahead into every possible dungeon and misfortune, we won't get done what we plan to do.
I mean, it's too
Which
bad
is-
you don't have like a magical eye you can send to just look around this whole place for you.
If I had a willing animal, I could.
Do I?
But I also left Stormageddon, Dark Lord of All, on the ship because I thought it was a little dangerous. I didn't want him getting eaten by dinosaurs. He's too cute to die. And besides, him and the orc have really made friends. It's kind of sad. I don't know who's trying to teach who to talk. Is the orc trying to teach the monkey to talk, or is the monkey trying to teach the...
I mean, if we're really concerned about ourselves, you could always go back to the ship, get some crew, use them as fodder, and send them up ahead. But that's
Oh,
not
no.
the type of people we are.
No, but I'm wondering if maybe we hit this on the way back.
What's this?
I mean,
I thought this is where
Where
we were
she-
headed.
this is to find out stuff about Coco, right? I mean, who knows? There might be a horde. If some of the stuff in this place is as old as those dead guys out there, which is roughly about as old as Coco should be, then theoretically, maybe if they plundered the Coco ship, maybe the Coco loot is in the Coco cave, which we are in.
I hate that made sense.
Stockholm syndrome. You just
Yeah.
You've been with me too long.
Yeah.
I mean, Coco, what do you want to do?
I was gonna ask.
While you were all discussing magic, Coco was like poking around looking through things because that's what Coco does. And she looks over her shoulder and it's like, and it's, are there other, obviously the creatures came down a different corridor
Mhm.
than the main entrance, right?
Yes, you guys
And
came
she-
in the entrance that came down from the stone wall, and as you kind of descended in, these guys came out of a path that's to the west. You guys came from the south. And there
So
was another upper path that kind of went into a doorway to the north.
it's an actual doorway, or it just has an
Well, from the
opening.
distance is too far to get a clear picture, but you can see at least a shadow of an entranceway. You can't see if there's a door or if it's an open area or whatever.
shrugs and points at the mysterious opening, and then looks at Murray and repeats back the words he said when he first got polymorph. Who wants to be a kitty?
Okay, hang on. Let me see.
I mean, I think we got our answer then.
Coco, you're already genius.
Basically, she doesn't know how to say polymorph me, but she's like, if you
Yeah.
want an animal to
So-
go in.
So hey, here's an interesting thing, Coco. I can't turn other people into kitty cats right now. Mostly because you'd just be a stupid cat and you wouldn't want to do. You just sit there and lick your ass all day and not actually do what you wanted to do because you'd literally be a cat. Remember? Yeah, because you were just climbing the curtains and you pooped in the corners. Great.
Yeah, those are expensive.
And then you stared at us like we were all assholes, which I get. No, but I mean, you need an animal. I can turn into something that can actually see in the dark and is really tiny and maybe can crawl on ceilings. I mean, I'm
and
all
at
for
best,
exploring.
the rest
She
of us
wants
are
to
just one
explore.
out of those three. So
Yeah. So I'm like going through the list in my head of all the really cool cave stuff that I can turn into, which isn't many things because cows.
How about a very small spider?
I could turn into a really big spider.
How about a very small spider?
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna think.
Like this big.
Oh, that big. That's not a small spider. That's a big spider, man. You see one of those? They're called bird eaters. Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna wild shape into a bird eater. Arachnophobia. Here we go.
Yeah. No, it's not my favorite thing, but it could hide in a ceiling nice and easy.
You now have a bird eater tarantula climbing up your leg. You feel its hooks like digging into your clothes as it climbs.
What bothers me the most is how little this bothers me anymore.
I stick one of my legs up your nose. So, okay. Hope you guys can follow a tiny black spider in a very dark space.
No, Garvin has telepathy. It's fine.
It's fair.
So
I
I'm gonna
can
make my
actually
way to
talk
that-
to you.
Yeah,
Um,
you can just.
But
Yep, I'm a
for sake
beast.
of things, I think Garvin would guide you. No, Murray. No. I meant to go scout and come back. What's the purpose of all of us going down there and getting hurt?
Again.
If a spider could flip you off, and then he keeps going, goes up the wall, upside down on the ceiling. He's like crawling along the ceiling.
So
I got
you're
30 feet
going-
dark vision as a spider.
You're going to
The
the path.
mysterious north.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the one
What's
that's
the
up on the.
spider's speed?
My spider is 20 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coco's gonna let the spider
terrifying.
get a little bit of a head start, and then is going to very slowly keep pace with it at say well, her own, I guess, her own movement speed, so 40 feet. That should theoretically still allow her to see it. I hope.
Yep. Okay.
Ooh, here's a fun thing. If I happen to come across any webs, I'll stop and actually touch the webs. Because web sense, I can sense if there's another creature touching that web. It kind of
Ooh.
like tap, 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 and then continue on.
That is pretty cool.
Okay, so you get up to the area where the entryway is, and it is a closed wooden door. Now there is space for a spider to be able to crawl under it and go through without a problem, but it is closed otherwise.
Okay.
Is it locked?
You gonna try to open it, or are you just gonna?
Well, I don't think Murray can open it, so Coco's gonna have to.
Well, there was space.
Unless
You
the
could. You actually
tarantula
saw
can
him.
open
You
the
saw him
door.
go bloop underneath of it.
No, but a Murray
Oh,
could certainly
then-
open the door, I bet.
Then yeah,
That's
Coco's
racist,
gonna.
racist.
Maybe
Coco can
oddly.
luckily easily keep pace with the spider, so she's gonna check it for traps first.
Okay, give me an investigation check. Okay. There are no traps, but it does look locked.
I
So
hear
you
her
go-
tinkering with the
Alrighty.
door. I'm gonna climb the door and stick to it and get really flat. Murray's gonna have some fun.
Invisible spider. Okay, so she's gonna pull out her thieves' tools and attempt a lockpick. Actions. I've never actually had to roll this in.
So it's Dex
D&D
plus
Beyond.
proficiency. Yeah, it's your Dex plus your proficiency.
Yeah, I was just hoping that there was a button, but there is not.
If you have something
So-
that has the Dex proficiency already, you can do that. But
Oh, okay.
so if
Dex
you're not
plus
expertise in that, so
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to find something that's got dex but not expertise, and
Slim
if not-
pickings.
nope.
if not, just roll a d20 and add your Dex plus proficiency.
Yep. All right. So D20.
Prepare for 50 plus.
No, it's not a great roll.
I mean,
Where the heck is my proficiency? These days? Oh, there's
proficiency should
+4,
be +4.
so 10. So that's 15.
15. Okay, so you're able to you hear click as the door unlocks.
With the 6, folks. Rogues, man.
I have a very specific set of skills, but this is among them.
Mm-hmm.
All
This
right.
is what you do. You
So you're able to-
sneak.
I stab things and I open things.
So you're able to open the
you
door.
What you do is like poetry.
Inside, you see a large room. It's still 10 foot ceilings. It is about 40 by 50. There is a door that goes to the west. But this room itself is laid out. You see small beds. Well, it's not small beds, but beds laid out. Oh, they're not the greatest quality beds in the world. They're beaten up cots and things like that. None of them are made. Everything looks like it's in disarray. There are some. You see some the like little chests sitting at the bottom, but they're all the tops are ripped open and strewn across the floor. But it looks like this is barracks of some sort.
Alrighty. And there's 2 doors?
There's the one you came in, and there's a single door on the western wall.
Okay. I mean, if this looks like it's a barracks, that's probably a supply closet, but let's go check it out just in case.
I want to leap off of the door and land on Coco's arm. Boing.
Coco is not particularly surprised. I assume that Murray does shit like this all the time.
Prop on top of your head.
So you make your
as
way
long as
down
you're
to
not
the other
interfering
door.
with her vision.
You make your way
probably
down
get
to the other
slight
side of the
jump to it.
room to the door, and the door is closed.
Locked.
Give me another investigation check.
Is there a Murray sized slot?
19. Locks,
Okay.
traps, etc.
You do notice there's a there looks like a mechanism on the door handle.
Alrighty. So let's see if we can disarm that bad boy.
I crawl off of Coco and hide under one of the cots. And
Hey,
try to pull
Gob,
like a
you want
blanket
to
and try to pull a blanket down to create like a
check
blast
on the
shield.
kids? They've been gone.
I wonder if you could hear a spider scream.
So that's 26.
26. Okay. So, you take your lock picks and you work on trying to, or your thieves tools, and you work on the mechanism, and you hear a click of the mechanism kind of deactivating, and you hear the sound of sizzling as it seems like an acid is spewed through and broken the lock, and the door kind of goes click and the handle falls off.
Excellent. If you booby trap something, there's probably shinies in there. Why else would you booby trap a door? Cat, stop screaming.
As you
Spider to the door.
as you push the door open, inside it looks like an office. There's a desk, there's a bookshelf that's completely empty, and there's a couple of sconces on the wall that can hold torches.
Let's start rummaging. Is the desk locked, or does it have drawers?
It does have drawers, but they do not appear to be locked.
All right, let's do some investigating in the drawers.
Okay,
See what we
inside
can find.
inside one of the drawers, because I'm not going to have you do a check because this is going to be pretty much a gimme for getting in the room. You find a ledger, and inside you see manifests. It looks like supplies. You see ship names, with supply lists of things that were stored in them. The last one you see on the list, as you're flipping through it, looks like this goes on for a while, but you see the mention on the end of Ubtau's Way.
Okay, so this is clearly the ledger of all the ships that whoever these people were plundered, potentially.
Ubta was the last one that they plundered. Holy crap.
That's definitely not a bad sign at all.
So you see mentions of things. You see the manifest of things they were collected. You see things, pieces of art. You see money. You see weaponry, clothing. You see all sorts of mentions there, and but nothing
just
about
an inventory.
Yeah, it's when I mean manifest, I mean like an inventory what they took. But you don't see anything
wasn't sure
mentioned
if you,
about
when you said
eggs.
ledger, whether they had like earmarked it for sale, or whether it was a ledger of stuff they had plundered they had sold. Okay,
No, it's
so
specifically of inventory.
okay. And there's nothing apart from this ledger. There's nothing else in here. Those torches aren't like held by like like it's not a secret mechanism or anything.
No.
Secret doors. Okay.
Do we see, like, how far in relation to Ubtau's Way do we see the ship that guy was on, that the name that we know, but wasn't told because reasons?
Yeah, it was about 3 ships back.
Is it like 3 ships? Okay, so it was relatively close. Okay.
Does it
Cool.
look roughly how many ships did these people hit in total over a period of how many years? Are we talking like
there's no dates
4 or 5
listed.
ships over like a year, or
There's no dates listed in there, but you count about 25 ships.
Okay. All right. Well, Coco will shove the ledger into her backpack and put her arm out for Murray to hitch a ride, because she is fast. She's faster than the spider.
Yeah, I'll just sit I'll sit on your head.
And she'll walk back out just normally and head back to the others, and then pull out the ledger. Hands the ledger over to whichever of Adrin or Garvin is closer. It doesn't really matter.
Adrian was
I
more
mean-
worried. It's probably him.
The other is probably going to look over whoever's shoulder is reading anyway. So.
Yeah.
I get receipts for everything. Whose handwriting does this look like? Or does
Nobody
it
you've-
look like anybody's? Okay.
No, nobody you've seen.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna leap off of Coco, and then I'm just gonna kind of look at Garvin, and be like, point over at the other door, the one that we haven't gone to, and I'm just gonna start scuttling.
Yep. Coco's gonna do the same as before.
That's just unsettling, man. Big spider.
Okay, so so this is about this is a 10-foot wide hallway. It's not as it's definitely not as tall as the other one had been because it had to fit these large creatures in anyway. And as you kind of walk through, it's similar, but to the previous one that you guys had originally come through, but it doesn't slope down. It's flat. And as you're there, as you're kind of walking down, you kind of start hearing the sound of water.
As in ocean water or trickling water?
It's as in
Or
like
running
water.
water.
Rushing against against the
Oh.
against the shore.
Oh, there's a cove.
Oh,
There's an in a
shit.
oh. Ooh. That's
Oh,
cool.
Here we go. This is where we
So-
started our campaign.
Eventually you guys come out, and you're getting some natural light, but it's kind of far out. You see an opening of a cave entrance along the edge of the water, and you see this is a large port basically underneath the rock. There's no movement. There's no. It doesn't appear to be anybody here, and there's definitely no ships inside this harbor.
So it's a harbor that has access to the outside, right? It's just a secret cave entrance to the outside ocean that they would hide, or is this like an Underdarky type? Okay.
No, this is
Okay,
this, yeah.
cool.
This goes. This is Oceanside.
Okay, cool. And then so look at Coco and I like point back at the others.
Yep. Coco will once again let Murray hitch a ride and head back to the others.
Okay.
And basically relay on her board Hidden Cove.
Yeah, I'm gonna unspider. That is so fun. Yeah, Captain Legs could park his boat like right there.
Is
Don't
he
you
too
mean,
far away
like,
for
they
you to
would-
tell him?
I mean, not really. It's sending.
I don't know what you've got these days.
I mean, like, we haven't gone in there to actually search the docks if there were any, like, moorings or, like, storage chests or whatever, but, I mean, from everything we've found, this place hasn't been touched since, like, 18 years ago.
Hmm.
So they moved on.
But to where?
Died.
But also really good to note that there's an actual secret pirate parking.
Yes, and that the last ship that either they traded with or stole from was the Ubtazway, and then they've either died upstairs or vacated the premises, which means that someone
made so
wanted
much
something on
money
that
off of-
boat.
Yeah,
My guess
that's
is
true.
they were going to be found out politically, and they decided to pull out.
So they vacated the premises. Someone wanted something on that boat.
And I'm pretty sure it was one of the merchant princes taking something from another merchant prince.
Ooh.
Or
This is like
something
in those novels
very,
that I read.
very sensitive related to a presumably lost civilization. And I point at Coco.
Probably.
How awesome would it be, Coco, if we could find an entire village of people just like you?
Oh my god, Coco, that would be so fucking cool. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't hold it in.
And pretty. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be awesome. Like all the colors. Holy crap. Hey, do you guys want to go out that way and actually go out the port, the cave hole, and then see where it goes?
To let
And then see where it comes out,
legs
and then make
know
our way
where
to the ship?
park, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I could also just, my way out, and then I could, no,
Sorry.
actually,
I mean, theoretically, I could just dimension door from here. But,
I mean, there's also an
Ow.
elevation issue. I mean, the water might be 6 or 7. Anyway, yeah, okay.
Okay, so you guys start heading back there, but I think we're gonna save that for next time. As we were gonna end a little early tonight. It's now 10 after 11. I didn't want to keep everybody too late tonight. So yeah, I think that was a pretty interesting combat, as those creators were a little nastier than we expected, and
yeah, it's a word. Interesting is a word. Throwing things at our party that have magic resistance is hilariously not cool.
but guys, anyways, we will be back in a couple weeks to continue on and see what exactly they find in this little underground harbor and what's in store further for the adventure going forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks. So have a good one, guys, and we'll see you then.